that means that we're going straight into our drive chat to have a conversation with our drive doctor, Dr. Yaw Osafo of Medicas Hospital. In fact, was it last year or last 2 years? Yeah, I actually saw Dr. Osafo at a brie for the Joy FM family party in the park. He loves it, you know. I saw the entire family. No, can't lie. Be true.
I don't miss it.
You don't miss it, exactly.
I check off my calendar.
Yeah.
When the year starts.
Yeah.
I know I've got some things in December. I need to check off.
So this year it's the 26th of December.
Wonderful.
Same date, it's not changed.
Right.
We're having the Joy FM family party in the park, and then on the 13th of December we're having the Joy FM 9 lessons and carols. Yeah.
Wonderful.
It's a night of music, laughter, and inspiration. And then when we begin 2026 on the 2nd of January. You know,
jam.
Exactly. Dog. I was about to ask you what's your favorite, but I think you've told me before, except that I've forgotten. I think you've told me your favorite song.
Kofi, it was just a series of them. I mean, in the 90s, it was the Fugees.
The Fugees. Okay.
Ready and
yeah. One day I have to put you on the spot. But of course, ladies and gentlemen, the Drive Chat is brought to you by MTN. We're saying you should switch to MTN's eSIM. Download my MTN app or go SIMless today. Vitamilk, indeed a nutritious beverage that feels good anywhere, anytime. And of course, you know, today they're sponsoring us for our Drive Chat with our Drive Doctor. And of course, Betway, Getway More, Aqua Safari Resort, bringing you closer to nature. Mala 2, Power over Malaria, and Ginny Rice, Spreading Smiles. So today we have a letter from one of our listeners, and we're going to read that letter out right here on the show, and then we can have a conversation with our Drive Doctor about that. But our text lines are active. Of course, we won't activate the phones today, but our text lines are active, so you can text it to us if you have any questions about stroke. All right, stroke. Just text them to us and let's ask our Drive Doctor here on the show. From now till 5 p.m. we have that conversation, and after that we continue with some more music. Let's take a very short breather. We will be right back to start the conversation.
Hey, Ruben. Every 2 seconds notification. The Momo keeps on coming. It keeps on coming, eh?
Ma, I am the community Momo man now. People send money, and with the Momo app, every payment is done. My transactions are flying.
Hey, Adeng.
Ma, you didn't know, eh?
Over 2 million Ghana cedis is up for grabs in the Stillman Saka promo. Transact more than 100 Ghana cedis with your Momo app, and you could win daily, weekly, and monthly cash prizes, and 100,000 Ghana cedis grand prize. And it's not just payments and money transfers. Bank to wallet transactions, savings, loans, investments, pensions, POS transactions, and Momo transactions from other partner platforms qualify. This promo runs in collaboration with the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply.
Hello.
Hey girl, how did the photo shoot go?
I could barely smile due to bad stomach discomfort.
Aww.
The photographer was frustrated and even asked if the money was too small to smile. I almost ruined my photo shoot, but Gastron saved the day.
Wow.
And I started smiling from ear to ear.
Stomach discomfort ruins your day. Don't let it. Take Gastrone, your most effective antacid for the relief of symptoms of peptic ulcer, heartburn, gaseous discomfort, flatulence, and indigestion. Available in tablets and suspension. Gastrone is manufactured and distributed by Ernest Chemists Limited. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Hello, Ohima. Eti saying.
Ayo.
Na edahin.
Mikotade.
Edi bensa.
Krachi. Obesuja na so behwemkwem.
So, na se jane de wo so ayeden kwan de wohwem kakra.
Anyway, mikope vitamin B de adwodwomakoma.
What a coincidence. This no na mikoto, eno na me no.
Hey bra, we de wo boa.
Oh, ahon fe minti ntwa wontro.
Sewara.
Aha, Vitamilk no emu de he pa na we ni je ho.
Me pe Vitamilk banana any choco because I'm black and proud.
Hey, interesting. Me de me a regular guy oh. So wow. So wow. I can see we have something in common. Ohima, yanko ni yanko try a Vitamilk connection. Wo de bo me kana metia. Anye bia se kwan down.
Kwan be.
Aha, na muni brebi. Vitamilk di foforo bia be kambusua ne ho ye friend of Vitamilk strawberry. Vitamilk feels good anywhere anytime. This advert is FDA approved.
Imagine a logistics partner that's more than just a partner. A single solution that's fast, efficient, cost-effective, and reliable. Welcome to Magdan Shipping Company Limited, the trusted name in shipping and logistics that's second to none. From owning our own vessels for dedicated ocean freight to providing chartered cargo planes for urgent air transport, we control the entire process. Need to move complex, large-scale equipment? Our expertise in project cargo ensures every detail is handled with precision. We provide seamless storage and distribution solutions that keep your supply chain running smoothly. Our affiliation with prominent international bodies, along with our vast network covering over 1,200 major air and seaports worldwide, guarantees our global reach and solid reliability. At Magdan, we don't just meet expectations, we exceed them. Get in touch now. Email sales@magdanshipping.com. Magdan Shipping Company Limited, your trusted partner for every logistical need.
Drive time on Joy 99.7 FM.
Well, if you're just joining us, this is Drive Time on Joy 99.7 FM. And my name is Kofi Hayford. We're straight into the zone of Drive Chat. And of course, we're going to be having a conversation with our drive doctor on stroke. But if you're a boss lady and you're listening to me right now, yes, you, the go-getter, the planner, the do-it-all woman, building her business one bold step at a time, I'm here to remind you that MTN sees you and we're cheering you on every step of the way. And that's why we created MTN Nijumapa just for you. It's more than a bundle. It's your new business bestie with special data and call bundles. You stay connected to your customers, suppliers, and everything that helps your hustle grow. And there's more. MTN Nijumapa actually comes with insurance benefits to help protect the business that you've worked so hard to build. And because we know that you're not just working for today, you're building a future, and that's why MTN Ejumapa is here for you. So it's time to level up, to scale up and shine brighter than ever. Dial star 506 hash. Actually 5060 hash to grab your Ejumapa bundle. It's 5060 hash. And let's get to work on your success story together. MTN Ejumapa, powering women in business. The short code is 5060 hash. The joy of every parent is to see their children grow healthily and become more intelligent and physically fit. And to achieve this desire, every parent needs to ensure that their children are given nutritious foods that have the essential nutrients which can promote their well-being. And one of the best of such is Vitamilk soy milk drink, which is enriched with omega-3, 6, and 9, calcium, and all the other essential nutrients and multivitamins recommended for healthy living. For over 20 years, Vitamilk, which has no artificial coloring, no artificial flavorings, and no preservatives, remains Ghana's #1 in quality and taste. So choose Vitamilk Champ for your children. Choose the regular for yourself. You can choose the energy, the choco, banana, strawberry, 250 ml, or the 1 liter Tetra Pak. Vitamilk is indeed a nutritious beverage that feels good anywhere, anytime. Hey, where's my Ginny though? Hello, Ghana. If you want to make your meals more exciting, try Ginny mayonnaise. It's creamy, tasty, and delicious. You can choose it for salads, fried yam, kebab, burgers, or even sandwiches. A true quality, amazing flavor, and loved by most families everywhere. Ginny, spreading smiles. This advert is FDA approved. And just before our conversation, we want you to experience the ultimate waterfront getaway at Aqua Safari, where you can relax in style and comfort, and let the soothing sounds of nature rejuvenate your soul. Come visit the best resort in Ghana. From luxurious rooms and suites to exciting water sports and outdoor activities, the stay packages are designed to provide you with an unforgettable experience at this serene bank of the Volta River at Biganda. Therefore, whether you're looking for a vacation, or that perfect riverfront for your conference, then your only option is Aqua Safari. You can call us on toll-free number 0800 110 0190 or 054 011 0190 for further inquiries. But Dr. Yaw Osafo is here already, like I mentioned earlier. We have a letter. So let me quickly read out this letter. It says that, Kofi, my father is one of the nicest people I know in the world. He is my role model and a man who is genuinely loved in our community. Now, 3 months ago, my father took ill suddenly. When my mother finally called me in school to inform me of my dad's ill health, I thought it was a malaria-like illness from which he would recover in no time. I continued with my studies and came home later that weekend to find him back home from the hospital. I could not recognize the man I have called father all my life. Although he was sitting on his bed, his face showed a flat affect. Shoulders dropped and eyes appeared glazed. When I called out to him, he showed no sign of recognition of my voice. The man who told many stories whenever he wanted to teach us life lessons was now detached from the world. Kofi, my mother informed me the doctors had diagnosed my father with a stroke. I quizzed my mother. Do stroke patients not have problems walking and talking? Father can walk and move his upper limbs. So how can this be a stroke? Please, can you get the drive doctor to shed more light on this? Dr. Yaw Osafo, that's our letter for today.
Kofi,
it's a heartbreaking one, actually.
It is terrible.
Very.
Reading this and also knowing from what I do at work that this happens more often than we would like to see. A stroke is one of those conditions where it can be so debilitating. It can change so much. Relationships are ruined. Job opportunities are ruined. And it is very, very difficult if the person doesn't die. And I know what I am saying because nothing trumps death. But sometimes when it happens, you know you can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
But sometimes a stroke happens, and as our friend who wrote this letter to us is showing, you cannot recognize the person you've lived with for many years. And I'm sure today or next week when we open the phone lines to get a lot of calls, I hope those who unfortunately have to live with a close relative who suffered a stroke can share their experiences.
Right.
So today we're going to talk about a disease that most people would have heard about, but I still think there are a lot of misconceptions out there.
I agree.
So there are things that we need to straighten
Right.
out. But Kofi, let me share a few troubling statistics with you regarding this particular disease.
Okay.
Most call it a stroke, but the technical term for it, or we would sometimes refer to it in the hospital as a cerebrovascular accident.
Cerebrovascular accident.
Yes, cerebrovascular accident, a CVA.
I see.
A CVA. So it's a stroke. There are almost 12 million new strokes a year.
12 million
new strokes each year. These are global statistics, by the way. Again, globally, 1 in 4 people above the age of 25 will unfortunately suffer a stroke in their lifetime.
Wow.
At some point. So if you and I are above 25.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
So 1 in 4 will suffer a stroke in their lifetime. Each year, about 15% of all strokes occur in people between 15 and 49 years old. Kofi, so contrary to what many people think, and again, part of the misconceptions that we're trying to straighten out here, is that stroke is something that happens in older or elderly individuals.
Yeah.
Not entirely true, because 15% of all strokes occur in people 15 to 49 years of age. Each year, about 53% of all strokes occur in people below 70 years old. Below 70 years old. Men tend to suffer or bear the brunt of this disease more than women. All right? 53% of strokes occur in men, with 47% occurring in women. Lastly, presently as we speak, there are about 94 million people around the world currently living who have experienced a stroke. Those who had a stroke survived it or did not die from it, but are having to live with the consequences of it. There are about 94 million people living with it. So, Kofi, this is why it is such a good thing, and that's why we picked out this letter from the numerous letters that we get to discuss it. So, what is a stroke? First myth that I want to burst is this. Kofi, a stroke is a disease that affects primarily the brain. That's the first thing. Because more often than not, people think that when you get a stroke, your mouth deviates to one side. You don't have full control over your mouth. You have weakness in your upper limbs, or in your upper limbs and then in your lower limbs. So people have difficulty walking, people have difficulty holding a pen or writing or picking up things, grasping. Those are the motor effects of a stroke. But the problem is not the person's limbs. If the mic goes off right now, if the console you are working behind or sitting behind right now goes off, it may be a power failure. There's nothing wrong with the console. There's nothing wrong with the mic. But there's something that must feed the mic and get it to be able to work, which we call electricity, which is cut off. So more often, the problem is the brain. So a stroke is an interruption in the supply of blood to the brain, causing injury to the brain cells. That is what a stroke is. An interruption in the supply of blood to the brain, leading to injury of the brain cells involved. Now, you've got a very elaborate network of blood vessels in the brain. So, but Kofi, before we get into it, let's take a moment and talk about the brain. All right? The brain starts to develop around 6 weeks, 7 weeks in utero, when you are in the womb. That's when it starts. And it is that organ that is going to control everything. And by everything, we mean everything. It controls how everything works. Your muscles, your heart, your lungs, vision, everything. The adult brain, when you see it, has lobes. It's organized into lobes. And there are 4 main lobes. You've got what we call the frontal lobe. Each lobe has a function, very, very typical function. So the first lobe is the frontal lobe. You know, our first president. All right. That part of the skull, you know, that's just above the eyebrows. All right.
That's the frontal lobe.
That's where you can locate the frontal lobe. So somebody hits you in that region, or you suffer an injury, something pierces your skull, you can bet that that's the frontal lobe that is going to be injured the most. All right. So that's where it is located. So it's located in the front of the head, and it is the largest of the 4 lobes. And it is associated with what we call